Alrighty, hello, my friends. How are you? I hope this works. I've been having problems. I just recorded a whole thing, and I might use it. I might use this. I don't know. I had a whole plan for this week for the show. Had a couple things I wanted to discuss, and then yeah, it just didn't work out that way. I'm sorry. My name is Pat. Welcome to the Melting Pat on the Next Level Network. Yeah, no production this week. I'll just add the song. That's it. Everything else will be uncut. I might not even edit this. I don't think I will. I don't think I'll have time because I had to mess with the whole thing. I don't know. Anyway, hi, how are you? Hope you're well. I am, well, now I'm frantic trying to do this show because I got to go to bed, man. I got to go to bed. I got stuff to do, like sleep. And so I had a whole plan for the show. I'll push some stuff to next week, only because today, Thursday, as I sit here and do this with you. Oh, sorry, if you're new, real quick, my wife was a surrogate, and the kid was due August 5th. But today, July 27th, they decided, hey, I don't want to be in here no more. And 4 o'clock this morning, her water broke. She woke me up. I panicked for some reason. She got to the hospital. She got checked in. And 4 hours after that, the kid was born. So everybody's well. As far as I know, the parents got to town. They were due in town on the 31st. They're coming from out of state. And so, of course, they now had to kind of panic a little bit and get over here. And they did, and they got here in the afternoon, not here to the house, to the hospital. So they are with the kid as of now, I suppose. And maybe by the time you hear this, I'll be reunited with my smoking hot wife. I don't know what the procedure is there, but the wonderful surrogacy journey, for all its bumps and bruises and weird things, we went, huh? It's we made it. We made it. I keep saying we because I felt like I was being included somewhat on some level, and even though I really didn't do anything except sign the contract and agree to things, but and take advantage of the financial opportunities that have now been provided to us, awarded to us, I guess, for this because my wife rented out her womb to help a family, and it's been really great. So yeah, I just feel like. Well, first of all, that threw a whole wrench into my plans for when I was going to record the show and then what was going to be on the show. So you may get a bonus of what I actually recorded an hour ago, only because it's already done, and I might just throw it up unedited and just not put the song in there. This might be maybe I'll do that. Maybe the Patreon version for this week will be the like hour-long one that I did, like the episode that I just recorded, but I don't think I want to use it for the regular show. Only because I was having problems with the software, and then it kind of messed me up. And I'm also really tired, and I got to go do things. So, yeah, the surrogate baby is here, and we're all very excited. And it's funny though, people keep saying, "Oh, she's such a good person for doing this." Yeah, she is. Obviously, again, I mentioned this when I first brought up the surrogacy on the show. That yes, of course, she's a good person. I would not have married her if she was not a good person. But she's always quick to point out, as am I, that she's got paid a lot of money. She's gotten paid a lot of money. She's getting paid a lot of money for this. So it wasn't completely altruistic that she did this. It was like, hey, if I do this, we can then go do this and this and this and have all these things handled. So now that will take a huge worry off all of us. And that's it's kind of a driving reason why it happened. Well, I mean, I'm not going to speak for her and say that it's the reason she did it. But, I'm very excited that we did this, that I was on this journey somewhat, on a little bit. And I guess I was in the sidecar. If she's on the bat cycle, I'm in the sidecar in this case. And so and so I think that I think it all worked out. I think, of course everything has bumps and twists and turns and whatnot, but I think overall we made it out okay. And I think this is going to help us both in the short term with things we've gotten to do and will get to do, and in the long term with things that we will no longer have to worry about. How about that? So yeah, kid is born. Everybody's okay. Again, by the time you hear this, I should be reunited with my smoking hot wife, and then the recovery begins. And then when the fall comes, when she's all healed and rested and whatnot, then we're all going to be good. All right? Great. It's happening again. I don't know what's going on with my software. Let me see if I can go change that and still talk to you. Okay, turns out I cannot. So here's what we'll do. Every 5 minutes or so, we'll stop and do a new track, and then we'll do the show that way. So hopefully, I'll only do 3 or 4 of these, and we'll be done before you know it here. But yeah, surrogacy journey is almost completed. There's of course the period of the things, and then the money and whatnot. But I guess the big part is done because the kid's born. So yeah, hell yeah. So that's exciting. And one day I do want to have Jill on to really talk about. So somebody come sit with the kid for an hour or so on a Saturday, and let us kind of have that conversation, because I would love to have her on, because I can only share with you where I like from the view from where I sit, right? So I can't really give you all the details, and I don't know how much I'd be allowed to share anyway, even if I knew them all. But I want to have her on to really talk about the full journey, and if possible, legally and logistically. I think I'd love to have the intended parents on. Like, I think that would be a very interesting conversation of how the process started for them with finding Jill, and matching with us and meeting us and deciding to go forward, and taking care of all the things along the way. I would kind of want to know all like that side of it. And so if I can make that happen, I don't know if legally we're allowed to do that. I don't have to mention their names, which I'm not going to do, because I really think I'm not supposed to do that. But I wonder if we could do that. But anyway, as we sit, the surrogacy baby has been born. I don't think I can share much more information than that. I don't have the contract in front of me, but it was pretty explicit on what to do and not to do as far as sharing personal information. So, what I will say is that the surrogacy journey has been it's been really something. It's been pretty wild overall. And now we're just about the end of the road, and then, she comes home in a day or two. She recovers, we work through that, and then we have all the fun that we've wanted to have for a while. So, I'm grateful that it's all worked out the way it has. I'm grateful that we are going to be in a much better place on many different levels very soon. We've been there actually for a while, since the neighbors moved away. At least I have been emotionally and all that, but we've talked about that plenty. I just think like that, coupled with all the good things that the surrogacy journey has brought us as a household, has really turned things around for me on a couple of levels. So very excited, very happy, very grateful, very hashtag blessed. I mean that though. I know I do hashtag blessed kind of ironically, but I do mean it. I am very grateful for all the things that I've been afforded in the last year plus with this journey that I've been lucky enough to go on with my smoking hot wife and the wonderful intended parents. So congratulations to everybody on that one. I'm just been here doing dad duty and stuff, and now I'm doing the show late at night, and I got to go to bed. So there we go. So there you go. There's the I guess a little update, and the reason why this show is going to be much shorter than it would have been, because, well, we had a time, as they say, and here comes Sting. So there, it's a joke for two of you. You're welcome. So there we go. Yes, surrogacy kid is here. We're happy. She's healthy. She being my wife. The kid is healthy as far as I know, and I think we're all good. So there we go. That's your update on the surrogacy. If I can get all of them on, maybe not at the same time, although having them all on at the same time would be ideal to really get it all done in one shot. But if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. But at the very least, at some point in the fall, I would like to have Jill on the show once again to talk about the whole journey from her side. So there is that. That is that, as we say in the business. And we got a song. We're gonna do a little breaky on the track here, and then we're gonna play the song, and then we'll talk about something else. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Be right back. So speaking of exciting things, surrogacy exciting, kids born exciting, good stuff coming exciting. We have a song to play today from our friend Full Blown Meltdown. Thank you, Will, for this. It's an exclusive because the song you're about to hear is not out until August 4th. And I love when I get to do this, play a song for you that's not out, so you can only hear it on this show today. So I'm not going to talk over it. It might sound a little weird, but that's okay. We're going to be fine. So check him out, Full Blown Meltdown. He's is he on Facebook? I don't know. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Threads, I think. Probably something else. I'll link to one of them in the show notes, and then he'll correct me, and then we'll go back and fix it. So it'll be fine. But our friend, our newest friend, I think, of the show, right? Is that right? I don't know. Anyway, Full Blown Meltdown. This song is great. It is very not safe for work. And it, slow start, but then it really kicks in the ass. Just a heads up on that one. Because it's a little different. Well, is it different? Because I've played his stuff before. Is it that much different than things I've played? In the way that it starts and then kicks you in the ass, that it's a little bit different. All right, so just be on the listen out for that. All right, so an exclusive. He's got an album coming out. I don't know that I'm allowed to tell you when. I will let him do that. But we have this song coming out August 4th. So again, you can only hear this right here on this show. It is our dear friend, Full Blown Meltdown. The song is Nothing Matters Anyway. This is great. I love this song. Again, I'm not going to talk over it at any point because it's an exclusive and I want you to hear the whole thing. All right? Sound good? Have I done that before? I don't know, but I'm doing it now. So again, here we go. Full Blown Meltdown. It's the Melting Pat. We're coming right back.
I think that it might be time to stop hating myself and move on. I'm sick of writing the same fucking song about how I'm always in the wrong. Lately I feel great, almost like I'm ready to reappear, except I don't know where to go from here. Maybe this'll be my year. Maybe this will be my year. Oh shit! Well, here we go again. Repeating the same plan. I'm never gonna get anywhere. Spinning my wheels. We're losing too much sand. The hourglass again. Every step forward is this maybe the millionth time I failed. It's always do not pass. Go head straight to jail. My brain's a prison cell. If you couldn't tell, I've made my own personal hell. A fresh start. Well, that's great. Except the one issue I can't escape. Well, what's that? That's me. I have a tendency to trip over my own 2 feet. I would be lying if I said I wasn't hoping for the best. 'Cause goddamn, I'm old as shit. And yet I still can't grow up and figure out when to quit. I can't move on, so I guess I'll keep singing the same songs. You know the ones I'm talking about, so please feel free, go on, sing along. If you're a fuck up like me, you know it comes so easy, so everybody here chant a massive screw up is just who I am. Well, here we go again. Repeating the same plan. I'm never gonna get anywhere. Spinning my wheels. We're losing too much sand. The hourglass again. Every step forward is this maybe the millionth time
And there you have it. My thanks to Full Blown Meltdown. Nothing Matters Anyway. What a great song. It's the Melting Pat, the Next Level Network. That was a rough one. You know what I need people to do, though? I had fun with it. Again, Full Blown Meltdown. Nothing Matters Anyway. I had fun with that little riff. But what I need my friends to do who make music is to write your solos in a lower key for me. Like, they sound great on guitar. It's awesome. I'm not taking anything away from that. From your talent to be able to play that fast, because I can't do that. And two, to make it just sound so wonderful. But like it sounds great on guitar, but it doesn't sound great coming out of my face. And I feel like you all need to consider that when you write these songs. Can we do that? Okay? Can we say, hey, you know what? This sounds great, but is Pat going to be able to make this noise with his mouth on the show? And if the answer is or no, then you got to go back and fix it. All right? Get back in the writer's room, get back in the studio, and make it happen. All right? I love you. Thank you, Will. Full Blown Meltdown. Nothing Matters Anyway. Go check him out on all the places. His album's coming out in the fall, and hopefully he'll be on the show. I'm hoping the timing will work out for us, and we'll be able to have a conversation because we've been talking about that for a while. So it'd be really great. Does this song also fit in Tony Hawk? I don't know. I didn't play Tony Hawk while I listened to it because I actually had to work this week. I know, ridiculous, but I'll do it later, and I'll let you know. All right? All right. Thanks. Thank you. Full Blown Meltdown. Nothing Matters Anyway. Thank you very much for that. I'm sorry I made fun of I'm sorry I gave you demand for writing your songs, but I really think this goes for anybody whose music I've played on the show. I need you to make sure that your guitar solos, that you have one little guitar riff or little piece of music that is low enough in the register for me to be able to make that noise with my mouth. All right? Can we all do that? Can we all agree to do that just for me? That would be great. All right. Thank you. Full Blown Meltdown. There we go. Oh, he's never going to come on the show now. I don't know. What am I going to do on the show now? Speaking of, now that we got the two big things are out of the way. Not that they were in the way, but I have crossed off the two big things on the list. And so we have a couple things that I'm going to do. I might cut one of them till next week or whenever, when I have some more time. But we will take a little bit of a break and we will figure that out next. All right, we called an audible. I had two things I was going to do today. Elon Musk ruining Twitter once again, or X, as he now calls it. And am I the a-hole about a guy who does not want to disclose that he has children on dating apps? So I'm going to get to those. I'll do those next week when I have some more time to dive into them. I got to be in a better place better mindset right now than I am at this present second to really jump in on those and make it make sense. So what we'll do instead is I want to talk about kids' menu food. Can we do this real quick, just for a few minutes? Just because we went to an autograph signing in town in our old stomping grounds. We met John Kruk and Larry Anderson, Philly's greats. Really bit of a weird setup at the place. It was at a sporting goods, sports collectible store. And it was a nice store. I know the guy who owns it. He's a nice guy. It was just really weirdly set up. The way it was kind of organized. I don't know who. I'm not trying to blame anybody. I'm just saying, like, I've been to plenty of signings that were like, once you got, like, getting in there and getting your ticket and doing all the stuff, that part was fine. But once you got up there, it was like, okay, now what do we do? And how long do we have to stand here and talk to these guys or get a picture or whatever? Like, did we really just pay to go get a picture, say hi to them, and then leave? Like, that seems like that was the case. And I just feel like here's what I'll say. If you're going to have a signing and people are going to want to take pictures with the signees, the signors or whatever, you should have a dedicated person to be like, yeah, I'll take your phone. I'll take the picture. That's all. That's what I'll say. So after we did that was good. I mean, it was an experience. We did it. John Kruk laughed because Jill mentioned his episode of Aqua Teen Hunger Force, and Larry Anderson really loved our son. He loved Arthur. It was great. Arthur was not having it, by the way. Kid was not happy to be there at all, and because he wanted to get down and walk around, and it was too crowded, and we couldn't let him do that. So he was upset. So then we ran around the wharf, and that was really fun. We went to lunch, and I got to tell you, the food on kids' menus is atrocious. And I say this, number one, as a dad of a toddler who doesn't finish his food. So that means I get his leftovers. And so when I, a man, go in and finish his food, it's like, oh, this is definitely boxed mac and cheese. And these chicken fingers are probably like frozen and not the same quality as the piece of chicken that I got for myself with the chicken parm. And so I'm wondering, what is the deal? What's the deal? Why is kids menu food so bad? Like, what is why can't you just give the kid a smaller portion of the mac and cheese that everybody gets, or a smaller cut of the chicken that everybody gets? Like, what is this thing where you charge a bunch of money for it anyway, and like you're going to use the food? Like, why do you buy separate? Because I'm certain that boxed mac and cheese crap that they served him is not the one that if I ordered mac and cheese, I would not get that. I would get actual mac and cheese. And so I just have to wonder, why is it different? Like, why do you give the kids the crappy food instead of letting them have a smaller portion of the real food? And I'm not just saying this because I eat all his leftovers, but which is, I know, dangerous. I'm going to gain more weight. But I'm just saying, I don't understand why the kid has to get the crappy version of the food. Whereas if I went and ordered chicken fingers and mac and cheese, I would not get what he got. Or if I did, there's a problem with you listing chicken fingers and mac and cheese on the regular menu. And that needs to change too. Like, you already have the chicken, you got pasta, you got the cheese sauce, you already have all that stuff. You for sure do. So why are the kids being relegated to the nonsense, to the slop, and everybody else can order whatever and get a decently tasting meal? I don't get it. I don't understand. Like, and I'm sure this happens at diners everywhere. Like, we went to the diner on my birthday, and the mac and cheese that we got just sucked. And because the waiter, God bless him, was like, here, I'll let you try it because it's not very good. And we tried it. I'm glad he let us do that because it was not very good. And so I'm just wondering, what is the difference between giving the kid crappy mac and cheese and letting the kid have a smaller portion of the real mac and cheese, or a real piece of chicken, not a frozen chicken tender you bought from a cheap supplier, right? What's the difference? Why will someone think of the children? No, I'm just wondering, why does the kid have to get the crappy version of the food? Why can't the kid get the real version of the food, just a smaller portion, and you still charge me an arm and a leg for it? That's what I want to know. So if anybody knows, if anybody's got any insider info on why the kids' menu food is so much worse than the regular food, I would like to know, because I've recently learned that kids' menu food is crap, and I want to know why. I don't think that should be the case. I think the aliens might have to step in here and figure this out for us. I think we should go to Congress and then the aliens. Maybe they're one and the same. I don't know. I do want to talk about aliens more, but we don't have time. But I think, we got to go to Congress or the Senate and or the aliens to figure out why kids can't get the real versions, like smaller portions of the real versions of the food. Okay? Can we do that, please? Can we let the kids eat real food, please? That would be great. All right. That's my little rant for the day. I think kids should be able to, I think the kids' menu foods should just be smaller portions of the actual food that you serve. And I think it's unfair to the kids and the dads who eat the leftovers that they're subjected to the crappy version of the food. So let's fix this. I don't want to have to call the aliens. They're really busy, I'm sure. But if we have to, that's what we'll do. All right? All right. One more thing, probably, and then we're going to go. There's my little pet peeve. Let the kids eat the real food. God damn it. We'll be right back. Okay, one more thing, and then we are going to go. I meant to do this last week, but as I sat and did the show, it had not become official. The order had not gone through. But now, it is official. We are going to WrestleMania. Yeah! Let's do this. I punched my headphones in excitement. I'm looking forward to this a hell of a lot. If you don't know, WrestleMania 40 will be in Philadelphia in April. And we decided, or Jill decided, hey, we should use some of the surrogacy money to go to WrestleMania. It's coming to town. We may never have this chance again. Let's try to just spend, don't go crazy, but we can spend a good chunk of money on good seats and we'll see where we can go. And I, of course, was like, yes, let's do this. I've wanted to go to WrestleMania for a long time. And my friend Nicole, she listens to the show, I think. So I'll mention her name. she sent me a message on Facebook a couple weeks ago and said, "Hey, I just got my WrestleMania tickets. I'm really excited. I spent a bunch of money. I spent too much money probably, but it was an ordeal, but I did it." And I said, "Oh man, that's amazing. I didn't know they went on sale. Where'd you get them?" And she's like, "I went through this thing because I had signed up for the alerts to be like, hey, email me when they go on sale so I know." And I didn't get that. And so I'm glad she messaged me because then I got to look. It did it through on location events. They were doing like the special ticket packages with the meet and greets and the whatever the stuff. And so I'm looking, I'm like, okay, let's see what's on there. So I go to the package that I think we want, and I look at the floor seat. Nope, that's too much money. I go up a little higher, went too high because I'm like, well, if I'm spending that much, I want to be closer. And the price difference was not that extreme. So we're sitting in a really good spot for both nights. We spent a lot of money. Well, I mean, Jill did, I guess, which in turn means that the intended parents have paid for us to go to WrestleMania, in a manner of speaking. And so I was like, all right, let's do this. We're going to get like some kind of swag bag, I guess, in a couple months. And we get like some meet and greets to do on both nights, and like a priority entrance or a priority line for merch. If we want to get that, we can take advantage of that. But I'm really excited that we get to do this. And what happened was I called. So I tried to do it online and it didn't work. So I called and I said, well, first I called and I said, hey, I just want to make sure I'm getting both nights with this package. And they were like, yes, you get the same seats for both nights. Great. Thanks. And they're like, do you want me to do it for you? And I said, well, I got to check with my missus because it's her card because she has the money set aside already. So I want to make sure I'm doing the right thing, getting the right spot. And the guy was like, okay. So I hung up. I should not have done that because then I tried to go through and do it online. It didn't work. So I had to call and I was on hold for like 40 minutes. And I worked during that. I didn't sit here and do nothing, sit here and stew like it was 1995 or whatever. I'm like, oh, I can't believe this. So I finally get through and I'm like, hey, just double checking. I'm getting all this stuff for both nights. He's like, yes, the seats will be the same for both nights. You'll get this, this, and this. We split up the payments because that's the way it had to go through. And I said, great, this is awesome. I'm pointing to the sign. And I'm very excited. We spent a lot of money. We spent probably too much money. But I would rather have them than not, right? The whole thing was we're going to go to WrestleMania and we're going to go. We might as well do as much as we can, go as all out as we can to enjoy the whole experience. And I think we're going to do that. I think we have figured out a way to do that and not really go too crazy, although the money is whatever. So very excited. Thank you, Nicole, for messaging me on a whim. So I knew to buy the WrestleMania tickets because I did not get the email or it got bounced to another folder. And I was like, wow, great. I'm glad that this actually worked. But we're going. Very excited. Both nights of WrestleMania. And now this means the podcast that Matt Shaw and I do will be extra exciting because it's like, hey, I'm looking forward to this match. And also I get to go see it in person. And also I get to go do this at WrestleMania. And also we'll get to do this. Like we all get to be there and enjoy the atmosphere. And we're going for the first time. And so I'm very much looking forward to going to WrestleMania. And it was funny too, because the guy who did the order was like, all right, what's your email? And I'm like, oh, here it is. And it has the call letters of the college station I worked for, WDSR, at the end of it. And he's like, oh, what's that? So I'm telling him we did it on the radio. And he's like, oh, do you still do that? I'm like, no, it's a podcast now. I was like, oh, man, I'm going to check out the show. So I told him. And then I didn't do this last week because, again, it hadn't gone through. And so I wanted to make sure that it did. So I won't mention the person's name because I don't do that. But thank you very much for your help. You have made my dream of going to WrestleMania come true, at least for now, unless we run into a snag, in which case I'll remember your name, goddammit. No, it'll be fine. So yeah, very excited. It was very stressful trying to get that handled, but we did it. I did it. We handled our business. We are going to WrestleMania. I am very excited. It's great. Again, we're not going to get this chance again probably for a long time, if ever. And so she said, yep, go all out, do this, do as much as we can. We can fit that in our budget and we can go have a great time. And God damn it, we will. There we go. We are going to WrestleMania. I'm very excited. And for the show, we're taking one more break and then we're going to go right after this. All right, I realized that was abrupt, but we were starting to slow down with the software there because we went over our threshold of apparently 5 minutes a track. I don't know what happened, but we're good to go. Again, I had to cut some things because we're short on time and I'm really sweaty. So we're going to, I got to go to bed, man. All right. That's all. Yes, WrestleMania. Why is kids' menu food so bad? Full Metal. I did it again. Full Metal Meltdown. Full blown meltdown. And surrogacy. We covered all the bases, I think. Is that everything? I hope so. Thanks for coming. My thanks to Full Blown Meltdown for the tune. Again, nothing matters anyway. I almost said anymore. When I wrote it down, that's what I put, and that's wrong. It's Nothing Matters Anyway. The song is out August 4th, so you can only hear it right here on this program. My thanks, my friend. Full Metal Meltdown. Tell him I sent you. Why do I keep doing that? Will, I'm so sorry. Full Blown Meltdown. There we go. I'm not mad at you, Will. I'm mad at me. I'm an idiot. I can't figure out what the goddamn name of your thing is. I'm so stupid. I got to go to bed. All right. Full Blown Meltdown. Go check him out. Tell him I sent you, and maybe he'll say my name wrong, and we'll be even. All right? All right. And make your guitar riffs slower, everyone, so I can sing them on the show. Okay. We're going to go. We're going to go. Thanks for coming. Go have fun. Don't be stupid. All right. No G-Love, no music, because I don't want to copy and paste things. I'm too lazy, and I might not edit this at all. So there we go. We're good. This has been an 8 Boiling production. So until next time, my friends, have fun, be safe, thank a veteran, wear your mask, wash your hands, get vaccinated and boosted when you can. And of course, don't do anything I wouldn't do. TheMeltingPot.com for all of the things that you need to know about me. Let me know what you want to hear and see and read and whatnot, and I will do my best to accommodate you as soon as I can. All right? Thanks for coming. Thanks for the support. Thanks for clicking and other I was going to say something bad. Anyway, thanks for being here. I appreciate every single goddamn one of you. And I hope you go have fun doing whatever it is that you do. All right? Thanks. Talk to you next week with, I don't know what. I'm not sure. Maybe the things I said earlier that I'm now forgetting because it's late. Okay. Bye. I love you. You've been inside the Melting Pat on the Next Level Network. Go crap open a cold one.